We have a new attraction.
What happened to the sibling?
She ate it.
She's killing for sport. Evacuate the island.
Jurassic World. So I just seen the film a couple days ago, and that motherfucking film was fire, boy. I'm just gonna get that out the way. The motherfucking film was fire, boy. That shit was hot, son. But let's get to the story. Obviously, finally, Jurassic Park is open. We finally get to see Jurassic Park the way it was visioned before everything went to shit. You know what I mean? And we finally get to see it open, and everything is blossoming and all that goofy shit. And the new attractions, well, basically what happened is dinosaurs wasn't enough. The park has been open long enough to where the dinosaurs, the regular ones, are not that interesting anymore. So they decided to create new fucking dinosaurs just to bring more attraction and to bring more people in to the park and make more fucking money. That's the basis behind the creation of all these new dinosaurs. And obviously, in old-fashioned Jurassic Park, things go to shit because they created this new dinosaur called the Abdominal Rex or some shit like that, and it's super fucking intelligent. Super fucking intelligent. It can outsmart man, beast, all. It's super intelligent, super fast, you know, enhanced instinct. Like, this motherfucker is scary. You know what I mean? And it breaks out and wreaks havoc and starts some bullshit, basically. One thing I liked about the film was one, the relationship between the characters. You know, I love the fact that the older brother and the younger brother, you know, their family is going through a lot of shit. You know, their parents is getting divorced, and this trip was supposed to be like a family thing, but obviously they're getting divorced, so they decided to send the kids to their auntie who works at Jurassic Park, just so the kids can kind of get out and get over the fact that their parents is splitting up. That was the whole purpose behind the trip, for the kids, the older brother and the younger brother. So that's the reason why they're going. Then they meet their auntie, and their auntie, she's the head of like the finance department or some shit like that, and she doesn't really have a relationship with the older brother and the younger brother. And this situation, you know, the park, you know, in chaos brings them together. She learns about her nephews and she learns about herself and shit like that. That's what I like. And also, speaking of the auntie, her relationship with Chris Pratt's character, Owen McGrady. That's a cold ass name. Owen McGrady. O'Grady, nigga. That's some cold shit. I wish my name was O'Grady, son. That motherfucker sound like he got a whip and a revolver, nigga. That's what O'Grady sounds like. Sound like an old western name, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is crazy. But back on Chris Pratt character, I ain't gonna lie, Chris Pratt character was cool as fuck. Let me just say that. His character was cool as shit, boy. Because basically his character, he was like an ex-Navy dude, you know what I mean? He was an ex-Navy dude, and he gets recruited into the park so that he can train some of the animals or the dinosaurs in the park to see if that they can be controlled. And obviously he learns how to control them, or at least, you know, tame them for the time being. And what happens is the military wants to weaponize these dinosaurs and turn them into soldiers, basically, to go in and fight their battles, which I thought was dope. You know what I mean? I thought that shit was hot. Not the fact that they want to weaponize it, but I love the fact that there's that subplot of, you know, everyone has their own agenda inside the park, you know what I mean? And, you know, you trying to figure out who's a friend or foe and what's going on. And I love the fact that, you know, there's that underlying, you know, agenda people are trying to militarize these animals, and I was like, that shit is crazy, man. And you know me, I'm an anarchist, not in the sense that I'm out in the street burning shit up, but I love to see mayhem and chaos. So in this film, obviously the park goes to shit, and that shot when the what the fuck are them shits called, the pterodactyls, whatever the fuck them flying shits is, they come down. And even the pterodactyls, they were genetically modified. Like, they got some of those pterodactyls. I'm sorry if it's not called pterodactyls. I forgot the fucking name. The pterodactyls, some of them are genetically modified. Like, they'll have like the pterodactyl wings in the body, but the head would be like a Rex head. You know what I mean? A T-Rex's head. Like, that shit is crazy. But anyways, the shot when they get loose and they go straight into the middle of the park where everyone is like camped out waiting for the ship to come to pick them up, because the park is in fucking Costa Rica. But anyways, they all sit in there, then they look up, and then fucking pterodactyls coming down scooping bitches up. I was like, oh shit. So like, that shit was crazy. And everyone is screaming and running, everyone trying to get, you know, to cover, but they just can't, you know, get away from the pterodactyls, you know what I mean? And I thought that shit was crazy, son. That shot, I love that shit. I love to see anarchy and chaos. So to see a shot like that where everyone is just running and rushing and trying to get away from the pterodactyls, and they fucking everybody up, you know what I mean? They running into the helicopter, stabbing the fucking pilot, and the fucking plane dropping, or I mean the helicopter dropping, explosions, niggas is dying. Like, this shit was crazy. And that was a big turn on for me in the film, was just to see, finally we get to see a situation where, because in the other movies we didn't necessarily get to see like a situation where, you know, the casual people are there and then they come in contact with these dinosaurs or the genetically modified dinosaurs, and to see their reaction, I thought was brilliant. Because like in the other films, it's usually, you know, it's usually like a couple people and they encounter the animals, I mean the dinosaurs, and they deal with it, or it's like a military group. But that's not satisfying. I want to see the common folk in situations like this, because I feel like that's more real and more satisfying, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm a weirdo. Like, I like shit like that. So, and the best scene in the film was at the end when O'Grady, the boys, and the auntie, they all running from the abdominal Rex, and that motherfucker is tracking them down. And that by that time he has became like the alpha amongst the raptors. A little bit of backstory, okay? O'Grady, like I said, he was training some of these dinosaurs, trying to tame them. One group that he tamed or was in control of was the raptors. And you know how raptors are, the motherfuckers is vicious. But anyways, he was the alpha amongst the raptors, you know? They respected him in that sense. He became the alpha. Even though he was a human, he was able to become the alpha. Soon as the raptors came in contact with the abdominal Rex, he became the alpha, so they started hunting the humans. Fast forward to the end, the raptors track O'Grady, the boys, and the auntie down, and O'Grady is trying to, like, you know, he's trying to win back his title as the alpha. And one of the raptors, his name was Blue. He has a special connection with Blue. That's one of the raptors' names was Blue. And Blue was the beta. So the alpha, O'Grady, Blue, you know, they're sync. You know what I mean? That they're O'Grady's talking to Blue, trying to win back Blue's trust, because he was the alpha before the abdominal Rex. Basically what happens is Blue decides to reinstate O'Grady as the alpha, and he starts attacking abdominal Rex. And that shit was crazy. Motherfucking Blue hopped on his back, started biting the motherfucker, and the abdominal Rex was like this: "Get up off me, nigga." You know what I mean? Get up off me. You know what I mean? He throw his ass to a wall, and we thought Blue was dead. So O'Grady and the boys and the auntie, they running, they try to hide. The fucking Abdominal Rex is seeking these little niggas out, like, you know what I mean? Like, they searching. And basically, the little boy, he was like, man, we need more teeth. And the auntie was like, what the fuck does that mean? Then she thought about it. She was like, we do need more teeth. So she grabs a flare and she runs over to like this big ass vault door. Now, I caught on quick on what she was doing or what she was about to do. I was like, oh, I know what she about to do. So she goes to this vault door and then she asks one of the dudes who was up in the control panel area to open up this vault door. And I'm like, I know what she about to do. You know what I mean? I know what she about to do. The vault door open and you see this big ass T-Rex walk out. I was like, oh, it's my new title. I got so hyped, son. I was like, yes, son, we about to see some motherfucking cold shit. So then she guides the T-Rex, and by the way, that T-Rex is the original T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Yes, I'm not sure for sure, but I heard that. Anyways, she guides the motherfucker all the way to the Abdominal Rex, and they see each other. So ultimately, I'm obviously the motherfuckers start getting shaken, man. They started fighting, and at first, I ain't gonna lie, the Abdominal Rex was fucking that T-Rex up. The motherfucker was fucking the T-Rex up. I believe it was a girl. She was getting fucked up, boy. Then Blue came to the rescue, and Blue, Blue and the T-Rex started battling the Abdominal Rex, and they going back and forth, and then you see the Blue hop on the T-Rex back and then launch herself off the T-Rex onto the Abdominal Rex, and they biting and fucking that Abdominal Rex up, and and then the hottest part, even though that shit was hot, the hottest part is the T-Rex pushes the Abdominal Rex by this gate and breaks the gate, and it's a lot of water behind it. It's a body of water. I'm sorry, I don't know if I was in frame when I did that shit, but it's a body of fucking water behind the Abdominal Rex, and the Abdominal Rex started screaming, and all of a sudden you see this big ass monster, big ass dinosaur hop out. You know the monster that was, I mean the dinosaur that was in the water at the beginning of the trailer, that big shit that ate the shark, that shit hopped out the water and ate that motherfucker, son. Ate that bitch. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, man. Like, that shit was crazy, man. That ending was satisfying, more satisfying than Godzilla, which is sad because I've been anticipating Godzilla for how fucking long, but this ain't about Godzilla. Anyways, back on track. That ending was amazing, but couple of concerns though is like, where do you go from here? Because I think Jurassic World is supposed to be like, I guess, a reboot of the franchise, you know what I mean? And from, you know, certain things that happened in the movie, like the people who were creating, or genetically, they was creating these new monsters, they took all the samples of all the monsters and all the eggs and stuff, so they still are in possession of these creatures, so which means that they can create more. 1, 2, the park is open. The park is open, which means what happens after this? That's my thing. I'm like, the way it ended, it's kind of open ending, like anything goes now, but my thing is, I really want to know where would they go now. I mean, obviously it's called Jurassic World, but are there ever going to be a movie where, or Jurassic movie where they're just out in the world for real? Like you'll see a fucking a T-Rex in New York. You know what I mean? Like, will we ever see some shit like that? And you know, which would be kind of exciting, but at the same time, it's like, where do you go from here? And I wonder if that would affect, I guess, the authenticity of the film, the fact that they're out in the world now, because usually, like I said, these Jurassic Park movies is real isolated events, you know what I mean? Like, they're on an island when all this shit happened. I wonder if that would affect the authenticity, you know what I mean? If they go out into the world, like, you'll see a fucking a raptor in California, you know what I mean? Like, what would happen? Will we still enjoy it the same way we do when it's these isolated events? That's my biggest concern. But go see the fucking movie, man. That shit is hot, bro. Go see the fucking movie. You will enjoy it. You will have lots of fucking fun. It's very suspenseful. Acting's great. All that jazz shit is great. Just go see the fucking film. And I'm gone.